Hello everyone, I am Assistant Professor Sonali Gurve. I will teach you Internet Programming 1 subject. This is subject from the third semester. This is fourth paper of your TYBSc Computer Science. We will start this subject with the chapter Introduction to the Web Techniques. In this subject, you will learn the basic terms of web, different building blocks of PHP. This subject is commonly known as PHP 1 also. Okay, we will start with the first chapter, Introduction to the Web Techniques. Let's start it. In this chapter, we will learn the different terms related to the web technology. Here, we will start from the internet because we know that internet. Why we are saying the internet? Actually, internet means interconnected networks. Okay, let's see the some basic terms of the internet. Basic terms of the PHP. Basic terms, internet. Internet means it is an interconnected network. Here, massive distributed client-server information system. Okay, it is a very huge, very large network where client sending the some request, and after this he will get the some response from the server. Okay, we are every time using the www. What is this www? Actually, www means World Wide Web. Okay, we are typing the www, then domain name, and after this domain code means example is www.google.com means Google is your domain name, .com is your domain code. You can give the .edu, .com or .in depending on your requirement. We are using the different web pages or web document. What is mean by web page or web document is a collection of files actually. Okay, this one file means a one web page or the one web document. Then what is a website? Website means collection of these different web pages. Okay, linkage of these web pages means your website. We are using the different website for different purpose. Okay, we will learn all these terms, all these technologies in our subject web technology. What is actually the web technology? Web technology provides us a platform for effective communication among the different users and different devices. Okay, we will learn all these basic terms in detail in our chapter. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Actually, this HTTP is a heart of web. It is actually the stateless protocol. Stateless protocol means what? See in this diagram, here is our client and here is your server. Okay, client sends a request to the server, and after this server will give you response. Okay, means client sending the request and server gives you a response. But for each and every message, for each and every communication, this client sending the one request and one request to the server, and client will get the one response. After this connection will disconnect, and for the next message, for the next request, again client sending the new request. So HTTP is a stateless protocol. Okay, this HTTP is actually the application layer protocol. Application layer protocol means what? Actually, there are some rules. Okay, protocol means what? The set of rules. Here we are using the set of rules on the application layer. Okay. Okay, next is our HTTP messages. HTTP message, the request message and the response message. Request message means what? Where the client sending the request to the server. In this structure is first is your request line, then header of your request, and the blank line to indicate the end of header, and then the body. In some cases, this body is present. Okay, some cases it is absent. In a response message, first is your status line. Okay, status code and status line. Okay, it gives you a status of your response, then header of your response, then a blank line to indicate the end of header, and the body present only in some messages. HTTP request. See, in HTTP request line. Okay, the first line of header like get index.html http slash 1.1, this type of request line. Then the request header. Actually, it is an optional header information. Okay. It is sent by the client like a MIME. MIME means the multi-purpose internet mail extension, means the MIME. We will see this in detail in the next session. Then after this blank of line and then request body. In case of a get method, this HTTP request body is empty, and in case of a post method it contains the additional data. Okay, message body is optimal in HTTP request. The next part is our HTTP response. Okay, in HTTP response, first line is status line. Okay, status line means what? Here the HTTP slash 1.1 200. Okay, okay, this 200 is your status code. Okay, so there are the different codes for the status. 200 is code. Okay, meaning that the request was successful, and hence the description is okay. Then header. Header include the additional information similar to your request message, blank line, and response body. Okay, in a response body, see, if the response was successful, the HTTP response body contains the HTML code ready for browser interpretation. See, next is response body. If response was successful, then the response body contains HTML code ready for browser interpretation. And next is, if it is unsuccessful, a failure code is sent, okay, to the client. Now see the introduction to the web server. What is actually the web server? Because web is a collection of files, okay, and this files is known as a web pages, and these different web pages may contain the different link, hyperlink to connect one page to the other page, okay, and these web pages are reside on a computer. This is known as a web server. Okay, this web server interact with the client through the browser. It sends the requested data to the client using the browser, and this response message contains the HTML documents and sometimes images and the style sheets and scripts in addition to the text content. Okay, depending on the user's request. Okay, the primary function of this web server is to store, process, and deliver the web pages to the client. We are using the different web server. Some popular web servers are Apache Web Server, Internet Information Server, IIS from the Microsoft, then Sun Java System Web Server from the Sun Microsystem, and many more web servers available. Okay, now let's see the introduction to the web browser. What is mean by web browser? We are commonly saying the browser only. Okay, actually this browser is software application which is used to retrieve, present, and traverse information resources on the web or World Wide Web. We are using the Chrome browser or Internet Explorer or many browser to browse to access the data from the www. Okay, actually it is a user agent for the web, and it has a three parts: controller, client protocol, and interpreters. Controller means what? It controls the input data. It receives the input data from the input devices like a keyboard and mouse and uses the client program to access the document. Okay, after the document has been accessed, the controller uses one of the interpreter. It can choose the interpreter to display the document on the screen, to display the result on the screen. Then after this, client protocol. Okay, here protocol will be FTP or HTTP. And next is interpreter. Interpreter means what? The interpreter can be HTML, Java, or JavaScript. It is depending on the type of the document. Okay. We are every time using the URL. URL means what? Uniform Resource Locator. Actually, it gives the unique address of the web. Okay, means for each and every website, different URL. The syntax of URL is protocol. Protocol means what? The application level protocol. Okay, that is used by the client. Then next is your host name. Mean your this is your domain name, system domain name. Okay, this is your DNS name. Okay, after this the port. Okay, the TCP port number. Here we are providing the port number, and this is next is path and file name. Path and file name means the name and location of the requested resources. Okay, here is this. Okay, in next we will see the next part of this chapter in the next video. Thank you.